Hi friends, this is your girl T. What's up? This video is very close to my heart. I'm dedicating it to all my teacher friends and to all people who have been a victim to the workforce and here in America or in any other place in the world who mistreat their employees and putting them in predicaments where they either get treated like crap to put food on the table or just to be free, to be them, to be human, to be treated with respect and dignity, to be able to provide for their children and their families. So this video is for you. And I just have been, I'm sorry it took me so long to get it out, but to all you teachers and people who care for the elderly, if you're being mistreated by your employers, please document everything. Document it, because it is important that you do, because when things come down on these people who mistreat their employees, you will have documentation and to prove that they have not been doing their job. So document it and date it. Also, please, if you care for the children and elderly, if you've been put in a predicament to where you don't know what you should do, think of it as in law terms, because if the state comes to these nursing homes or into these child care or schools and see that if a child or an elderly is abused or being hurt or neglected, it falls on you, the employee, not your employer. So if your employer is putting you in a predicament, having you at a ratio, one teacher with, a lot of children, like one teacher to 5 infants, and here in Missouri, there's one teacher to 4 infants, in Kansas 1 to 3. But if you're a teacher and they're putting you in a predicament, you have 5 and 6 kids and you're only one teacher in the room, that is your responsibility to call the state on your employer, because they're putting you in a predicament where it could be ugly for you. You could lose your job, or you can lose your license or your teaching license, or whatever trainings you had, that could be down the drain because your employer wasn't looking out for you, they was looking out for them. They wanted that money more than they want to make sure that you aren't put in a predicament to where something bad could happen. So, call the state if they're not doing their job. If your employer isn't doing the right thing by you and the children, obviously they're not doing the right thing by the children. If the law says a certain thing, they need to do it. They need to do the right thing. And if they don't, they're not caring for you or the children. So, or the elderly, please report that, because it's just not right. And as far as reporting to the state, they come out and to these places and may check it out, but the days they may check it out, your employer may be doing the right thing, having you coverage and making sure the elderly is smelling good and the children have the right amount of teachers in the room and things are going okay, everybody's getting their grades and everything's going peachy. Well, state, instead of you coming out in these times where these employees may be doing the right thing, please come in the late evenings after 4:30. They need to have people come out after 4:30. They need to have undercover people come out to inspect these places to make sure they're doing the right things by the children, because it's just not right. We try to say, oh, everything is for the children. These places don't care about nothing about the dollar. They don't care nothing about the employees. Employees are highly stressed, and yes, there are some things going on out there in these schools. Teachers beating on the kids, teachers sexing the kids, and da 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 da. But what about for the good teachers, the teachers who are doing their job, who are trying to do their best by the child, and who's doing their best by their employer? and still they're getting burnt by these employers because the only thing they're looking out for is themselves and that money. And people are forced today to take low wages and work long hours. Oh, because they say, oh, because the economy is bad. And the employers are weeding out jobs just because, and using this predicament of the economy as a reason to hurt people. I mean, people should not be, employees, people should not be treated this way. They have to choose to take low wages and slave and no time for the family. And this all equals bad to me. It all equals the downfall of America, what people have been saying. Because people just care about money, they don't care about the people. You know, this video really touches me. I get so excited when I have something to say, and sometimes my tongue gets all crazy, but I'm trying to put it together. Do the right thing. Do the right thing by the law. If the law requires something, do that. Don't do something that your employer tells you to do and that can get you into trouble. Think about yourself. Think about what, if you break the law, what could happen to you. And if you're a teacher, think about the children. These places are in a predicament to where you can hurt a child. Friends, document it. Call the state if you have to. Call the state. And if the state not doing their job, there's always somebody above the state. Report this. Report it. Report it. Teachers are required to report neglect. Required. So when you're out of ratio and that's neglect of a child, report it. It's your responsibility. It's your duty. Yes, you want to have a job, but yes, you want to care for the children too. Your first thing is to the child. And if you're out of ratio, report it. If anything else, if your wages are not being paid, write it down. Report that. Labor law, people. And if your employer threatens you, the whistleblower law. Look up that. Look up that. If you have to write a letter to whoever. Keep writing. Keep coming out doing the right thing. Keep doing it. I'm gonna fight. You fight too, please, to do the right thing. People say that America was never right. We never do the right thing. We have people out there who want to do the right thing. Not just looking out for ourselves, but looking out for everybody. If the employers don't do right, then we're all going down. But it can take one person to report and have everybody straight. Employers are doing this because every other employer is out there mistreating their employees. It only takes one to stop it. Keep reporting it. One report turn into 2 reports. It'll be easier, and things will hopefully get better. Wages will get better in America. Wages are going down. Walmart's throwing people out at $6 and $7. What is that? How can people pay bills on that? People going to college and getting their degrees, getting paid no money. Come on. We gotta fight. We gotta stand up for America. We gotta stand up. Because if not, the government's gonna be taking over everything, and I'd rather them take care of it than for people to just be greedy and treating people like shit. That's not cool at all. It's not cool. So stand up, friends. Stand up. Do the right thing. Don't take no low wages. You know what you're worth. Know your worth. My time is about up. Remember, document, write a letter, call people. Do what you need to do. Do the right thing. Your responsibility is to the people you care for. The children, the elderly, your family. God bless. I keep you on my heart. Later.